GTA is full of betrayals. Literally every GTA has a betrayal or two in it. What's so cool is that we saw some signs and red flags even before the betrayal itself. Looking back to this on the second playthrough adds layers of depth in the story of the game. And it's funny to see how it slipped under the nose of the protagonists. So let's talk about it in this video, and we're gonna talk about it from the perspective of the protagonists, not just us the players. Catalina. Before you ask where are the signs in GTA 3, the betrayal literally happens in the start of it. So let's talk about it from the chronological order. Since GTA San Andreas events are before GTA 3's events, Catalina was supposedly in love with CJ and did heists with him throughout the second part of the story. And suddenly, out of nowhere, Catalina left CJ for Claude. Claude seeing all of this and didn't have a single doubt that Catalina would do that to him someday. And she obviously did. And it was even worse than the way she betrayed CJ. I'm even surprised that they stayed that long for 9 years together. Big Smoke. The biggest and the most iconic betrayal in GTA history. But before the mission Green Saber, we actually got many red flags surrounding him. For starters, in CJ's mom's funeral, he wasn't there. Instead, he was in CJ's home. A bit fishy. And after that, the Bolas ambushed the funeral. Did he had something to do with it? Maybe. Also, every time CJ mentions the death of his mother, Smoke changes the subject.
Hey, sorry, bruh. You know I gotta know about mine.
I know, CJ, I know. I'm just trying not to think about it, all. I didn't even know she was hit until it was all over.
Yeah, right. Let's eat.
Also, when Ryder mentioned the details about the death, Smoke quickly changes the subject itself and tries to shut Ryder up.
How moms get killed? We gotta talk about it.
We all gotta talk about it. They was going for sweet.
How you supposed to know that? You know what people are like. Say they have love for you, but won't say a word. Too damn scared.
Some people say they saw a green saber doing the work, then speeding away.
Yeah, but people like to talk, don't they? Anyway, that's half of Santos you talking about.
Yeah, you right. My bad.
Hey, bruh.
They had sprayed the house. I ain't see shit.
In the mission drive-thru, when the Bolas were trying to do a drive-by on the Grove, everyone was shooting except Big Smoke, using the food as an excuse. And didn't you notice that Smoke later lived in the Bolas neighborhood? And also, all of Big Smoke missions don't involve helping the Grove. They are a bunch of missions for Smoke himself and possibly Tenpenny. Speaking of Tenpenny, we encountered him and Pulaski twice in Smoke's house, in the 3 missions he gave to us. And CJ wondered the first time about why they were here anyway.
Fuck they doing over here anyway? Punk ass police.
Those nosy motherfuckers won't leave me alone.
And when CJ asked him about it in the second mission, it seemed like Smoke was nervous and making things up.
What was that all about, baby?
You tell me.
Oh, hell, man. They got their nose in everything. Can't shit without Tenpenny taking an interest. The hell with him.
Yeah, I guess.
Also, in the mission reuniting the families, where all the gang go to a meeting with all the Grove Street members, the police ambushes the meeting. When CJ went in there to save Sweet, Smoke took the wheel and ran away with Ryder.
This is the Los Santos Police Department. Everybody stay where you are.
Oh, shit! Man, what you doing? Go, get back in, man. We out of here, baby.
I ain't leaving my brother. I ain't no buster.
Man, it's every motherfucker for himself.
You might say that he came back in the end. Yeah, obviously he did that not to be suspicious to CJ and Sweet if they survived the ambush. Also, there is a cut dialogue where Big Smoke acted very suspicious when CJ asked him about Tenpenny.
Why Tenpenny want that package?
Who, Penny?
Don't bullshit me, Smoke.
Call, man. There's something about you, man. Some kind of strange kind of aura, man.
Smoke, when you gonna stop with this weird bullshit?
The truth is, Carl, we've been lost while you've been gone, but now we saved again.
What's in the package, Smoke?
The problem is, too many of the chosen ones get killed before they time, man.
If the afterlife means peace from your bullshit, I think I'm ready. What's in the damn package, Smoke? No more bullshit.
I don't know, homie. I'm just trying to help these officers keep shit off the streets, man.
I don't trust it.
Sometimes trust ain't an option, homie.
But yeah, maybe they removed it because it made the betrayal very obvious. So Smoke has done a lot of suspicious acts throughout Los Santos storyline. But what about Ryder? Ryder himself is more disguised with the Grove Street than Smoke, but in the end we found some red flags as well. Before we say it, yes, Ryder's betrayal is canon and not because of the voice actor's problems, but that's a topic for another day. But now let's talk about his red flags. Isn't it weird that Tenpenny has only showed up to Ryder and Smoke's homes? Tenpenny never showed up to Sweet or CJ's homes at all. You might say that his mission helped the Grove to get supplied with better equipment. In the mission reuniting the families, when Ryder gave CJ an AK, it was from Emmett and also in a bad shape. But why is that? Since we know that the family's weapons are upgraded by this point. Don't you think that it's a bit fishy that the only weapon Ryder chose to be an AK in a bad shape from Emmett? I don't know if that's a betrayal, fishy, or just stupidity from him. Because if CJ died in this mission while they were being chased by the police, it might result in all of the gang's death. So I'm not really sure if that was a betrayal from him or just something stupid that he did. Also, who the hell is LB? If he is that important of a gang member, and seems from Ryder's talk about LB, he is so important and even does important things to the Grove, but CJ, the second in command after Sweet, doesn't even know about him. LB himself has a garage in Silver Boulevard Family's turf, the one that jumped Sweet in the start of the game.
Alright, now we straight. LB got a storage garage down in Seville Boulevard Family turf we could use.
How we get this van? It wasn't outside when I came through.
My homie LB, he like a clockwork ninja. Real dependable, unlike some of you motherfuckers.
Give it a rest, man.
Also in the burglary mission, if you make too much noise and wake up the resident, Ryder will leave you to the cops or to die. It also seems like Ryder has many information about the incident that happened in the introduction, including the type of the car and its color, and who the bolas targeted, even though him and Smoke weren't in Grove Street in the time of the incident.
Some people say they saw a green Saber doing the work, then speeding away.
Ryder wasn't there when it happened. Sweet mentioned that he didn't see anything because of the bolas spraying the house with bullets. Also in the mission house party, Ryder said that he will gather some of the homies, but he actually never returned again, so it seems like it was just an excuse to escape the fight with the bolas.
Shit, I'll go round up some homies.
A cool detail that Professional talked about in his video about Ryder, so yeah, shout out to him. So yeah, Ryder was a goofy and funny character, but the reality is that he has lots of red flags and he was meant to betray the Grove. Stop! If you liked the video so far, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe as it helped me make more videos like this one. Thank you. Vance. We got to know Lance better throughout the events of GTA Vice City stories. We saw how he can easily fuck things up and quickly become emotional, short-tempered and egotistical.
Stop yelling at me! It's not my fault!
What's poppin', baby?
You!
Lance, what's going on?
You're a freaking cop! You think you can mess with Lance T. Vance, you
Hey,
bum?
chill.
Chill? Will you shut up, you stupid gorilla? The place is bugged! The DA is on to us! Happy now? Okay, brother, let's waste these punks!
Lance, it's done.
Playtime is over, bitches! Lance Vance is about to get brutal on you, and when Lance Vance gets brutal on a lady, somebody starts to cry!
Lance, will you shut up? It's over.
I'm sick and tired of you blaming me for everything. Now I'm gonna save your empire. You do what you want. Hello, Mr. M4. M4, motherfucker. That's right. Let's go. Who cares? It's my coke. It's all my coke, and I'll do with it whatever I damn well please. Shut up! You're always telling me what to do, but if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have any of this. If I want to take coke, I will. If I want to give it away, I will. And I'm gonna give it away. All of it. And you can't stop me.
Knowing this while playing GTA Vice City, we can see that Lance's betrayal was kinda knocking on the door. Lance constantly complains about being treated like a little kid because of the cutscene in the mission bar brawl where Tommy shouts at Lance for his mistake.
But don't worry, Tommy. I can handle it. You call this handling it?
You two, off your asses. Let's go.
And he becomes irritated by Tommy's attitude and dominance in the game. We saw that from his phone calls after that mission. And all Lance did was complain and expect everything to be handed to him on a silver platter. And that was a red flag, as the phone calls Lance gave to Tommy was Rockstar's way of building up Lance's betrayal. But it was still a surprise though. Vincenzo. To start things off, Vincenzo and Tony both hated each other and show each other no respect. Vincenzo's attitude and lack of respect towards his mother also infuriates Tony. So for starters, we got a major red flag, which is hatred. Also, throughout the game, we can see how Vincenzo wants Tony to be in a lower level than him. His jealousy blinds his decisions. As Tony begins to rise too high in the Leone hierarchy for Vincenzo's liking, Vincenzo sends him to pick up his car. The car is being watched by the police and Tony is nearly caught in the ambush.
Hey, Tony, how's the car?
You son of a bitch, Benny, you set me up.
Set you up? Set you up? When you came back to the city, you had nothing. Nothing! I set you up all right, you ungrateful bastard. With an apartment and a job. And for that generosity, I expect you to take a few risks now and then. I ain't a charity, pal, okay? And I ain't your sugar daddy. So the police were watching the car. Screw the police. When I tell you to do something, you do it. Capiche?
Oh yeah, I understand, Benny. I understand that as long as I work for you, I get treated like a bitch. Well look, I was making scores while you were looking up girls' skirts. Have your bitch job back, boss. I quit.
Tony, you're making a bitch?
His jealousy towards Tony grows and shows how he really wanted Tony dead. As when Tony is back in Salvatore's good grace, Vincenzo wants a truce, asking Tony to meet him. This was of course an ambush. Vincenzo got killed by Tony after he explains his newfound jealousy towards him for gaining considerable favor with Salvatore. Martinez. Martinez does not take his position seriously and is generally a man of loose morals, as shown by his involvement in drug dealing, soliciting prostitutes, and even watching Candy Suck's animal porn movies in his barracks. A man like that with authority is a major red flag. Martinez sends Victor to collect a shipment of drugs and store it in Vic's dorm. Why not take it from Vic? Vic is very uneasy about housing the drugs, seeing this as a trouble. Martinez diffuses the situation by assuring Vic that he will collect the marijuana once Vic picks up his girlfriend, a prostitute named Mary. However, unknown to Vic, Martinez decided to frame him, seemingly informing Sergeant Pepe that the drugs were Vic's.
Corporal Vance, would you care to explain why there's marijuana hidden under your bed? And who the Sam Hill is this?
Hey, buddy. Listen, I charge more for groups.
You brought a whore onto the base? Have you no shame, boy? Are you a moron? Is that it? Drugs, whores, you're out of here, soldier. You're a disgrace!
And his betrayals didn't stop there. Right after Vic's discharge, Vic worked with Phil for a while, until Martinez set up Phil and Vic in a mission to go and check if his merchandise is still there or not, only to find themselves set up by people paid by Martinez to kill them both.
Who the hell are these guys? Hey fellas, Martinez...
Yeah, Martinez said bye-bye.
Hot damn! Play fair, fellas. What about the damn Geneva Convention?
All these things are major red flags that Martinez is not a guy to be associated with, as he has a backstabbing nature and a selfish mind. Dimitri Rascalov. I easily get irritated whenever I see his face. But anyway, Dimitri's betrayal was seen from a mile away. The game itself hinted by Jacob's random call that activated the suspicious feeling. I mean, Jacob calling Nico out of nowhere, also telling him that he knows about Nico being involved with the Russians, and Nico telling him that he's about to collect money from Dimitri. And also Jacob saying that he will come with him because he doesn't trust Dimitri.
Alright, my brother. Me and them Russian and seriously vexed with you.
I only pissed off one. He's dead. I'm going to meet Dimitri to collect on the hit.
Yo, Nico, you better watch your back, you know. I know you're wicked, but them boys them are some dog ass, you know.
I'm not afraid of him.
Yeah, my eyes can't see, the heart can't leave at you. Now come with you. Where's the place?
A warehouse on Mohanet.
I know the one. See around the back.
So all of that actually tells you that he's about to betray him. Another time before that is in the mission Final Destination. Faustin orders Nico to kill Kenny Petrovich's son. As seen in the cutscenes, Dimitri seems to disagree with Faustin and he asks him not to do it. But in a hidden call through the mission, Nico asks Dimitri to do it or not. Dimitri told him to do what he has to do, which is to do the task. But he wanted to incriminate Faustin and Nico only.
Dimitri, should I do this? Should I kill this boy for Mr. Faustin?
Just 1 second, Mikhail. It's nobody. I cannot talk just now. Do what you have to do.
And also Dimitri is shown that he has zero loyalty to his old friend Mikhail Faustin by ordering Nico to kill him for money. He ordered the death of his friend, mostly to protect himself from Kenny Petrovich's wrath, after Faustin ordered Nico to have his son murdered.
But you and Mikhail, you have so much history.
Sure.
Also, after killing Faustin, the call to Dimitri itself was fishy at best.
Dimitri, you got my money?
I have it. Meet me at the warehouse on Mahanet in downtown Broker. Come along.
So as you see, we literally saw it coming. Brian. This guy really deleted his personality and became a yes man to Billy, agreeing with everything he says no matter what. In normal cases, it's bad. But Billy himself isn't right in his decisions, so it's even worse to be a follower to a guy like that.
Forgive me. You know, I've had a complicated few weeks.
I can only imagine, Bill.
Shut up, Brian.
Plus disliking Johnny K. That's a major red flag that he's about to betray him. And Billy going to prison shows the red flag even more, as Brian led his own breakaway faction from the Lost MC. The prick is gonna try and betray Johnny again if he decided to spare him after his first betrayal. So yeah, he's begging to die at this point. Michael. At the start of the game, we don't know what happened and we don't even know the names of the characters. But through the second playthrough, we look back at North Yankton more focused than before. As through Michael's personality, we see he values his family and extremely loves them and would want to give a great future for him and his family at the cost of anything. Since Michael himself sees it was that or die. Also, Trevor disliking Michael's behaviors by being soft makes it so apparent that Michael wants to get rid of Trevor. But enough of the backstory signs, now into the heist itself. Michael doesn't seem like he wants to hurt anyone at all, he doesn't want any casualties. We can see how pissed he was when Trevor shot the cop holding Michael as hostage.
He's crazy! Fuck! He didn't have to do that!
Let's get going! There'll be time for grieving later!
Him repeating that this wasn't in the job description and it wasn't supposed to go down like this seemed like a normal line. But after the first playthrough, it made sense that Michael is paranoid that the plan Dave Norton doesn't go right.
What's this? Local resistance?
It ain't supposed to go down like this!
This is fucked, man! The thing is blown! The kid might have bailed! This wasn't in the job description!
Michael getting rid of the driver so cruelly might be a red flag too. And he wanted the plan to go as expected and written, nothing more or less, as shown when they got hit by the train.
Ditch the car, alright? We can go this way to the chopper.
No! Hey! Stick to the plan!
What?
Stick to the fucking plan! Come on!
Also, when Brad got shot, Trevor ran to cover instantly, while Michael stalled by pretending to check on Brad and staying in the open. If your life's on the line, you run to cover, not stay in the open. This mission alone has shown Michael red flags in detail, and the genius of it is that we didn't notice any of that on our first playthrough. And I wouldn't blame Trevor or Brad for not noticing that too. Karen. Michelle or Karen is one character that her red flags are funny. Michelle was supposed to be Nico's girlfriend, but turned out that she was an agent and monitoring Nico's actions and movements. We could see these signs through the hangouts with her. Her constantly asking Nico about the details about his job, trying to know everything related to Nico's job and how he gets money, and if Roman is involved in something bad or not. It was almost annoying listening to her questions every time Nico hangs out with her. She almost never talks about anything else but questioning Nico.
Can I come in?
Nico, are you aware of the consequences of that kind of thing? People get hurt, end up in court, you know.
Yes, I don't want anyone to get burned.
Weird crowd in that place. Packed with criminals. I've never been there before, but I think some of the guys in there might have been gangsters.
Huh, I really don't know about that sort of thing, Michelle.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What do you know about that guy, Vlad?
Nothing. He's a friend of Roman's.
Really?
I met him. He seemed angry. How you say, aggressive to hide inadequacy? I never see him again. Why?
Mallory mentioned him, that's all.
Okay.
Do you think he's in the Russian mafia? He sounded like a crook.
I really have no idea.
So yeah, I kinda blame Nico for not noticing that, since all she talks about is questioning him. Also, in the first cutscene and date with her, Nico noticed that all her furniture is new. Even some have the tags on them. She, being paranoid, ran towards the tag to remove it, as it wasn't tied to the name Michelle, it was tied to Karen.
Did you just move in?
No. Why?
All your stuff is new. Some even still have tags on.
Yeah, well, I like things clean.
I can see that. But, everything is new.
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with cleanliness. Things get on my nerves and I just throw them out. OCD or something?
Oh.
In the first playthrough, it seemed like she's paranoid or something, but after the first playthrough, we can see the game she was playing. But these are people who betrayed us. Want to see us as the protagonists betray other people? Check out this video right there where I talked about that. Thanks for watching, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!